Eu tenho respeito por quem está antes, quem chegou antes de mim no espaço. Então eu tenho respeito por esses animais, pela idade que eles têm aqui, pela função ecológica que eles têm.
Eu acho que hoje a conservação é todo o fio que conduziu todas as coisas que eu fiz na minha vida. Por tudo aquilo que eu acredito, que eu luto.
A very beautiful piece, both in the visual construct of the land, but in terms of the subjects, the women at the core of the piece. I thought there was a very personal and human component that was brought into the piece because of their stories and their sort of the history they were affecting about their relationship with nature, their relationship with nature now that it appears to be obviously in dire straits, under threat, and what they were trying to do to sort of not just themselves put themselves in the center of the issue, but sort of being a representation for women that this is also a space in which they belong, in which they've always been in, even if the mere representation of being out in the bush or being out in the jungle is masculine coded. I think the piece worked very well in showing how women have always been integral within this space and how they can still be integral in this particular pursuit and conservation. So I thought the piece worked very well in that aspect, and both feeling personal and human, while also having a big picture philosophy in terms of a call to action and changing behaviors and changing mindsets about nature in general.
I think it does a good job of highlighting these women in their stories and showcasing how they've always been a part of this environment and how they can continue to maintain this environment, and what we can learn from them and their stories from the past as we work to conserve the jungle and the rainforest and wildlife in general as a future. I think it's a really interesting perspective that's not usually given to conservation. It's usually a pretty masculine perspective. So to have this story be shown this way is very interesting. I think this was a very beautiful look at that. I think it had really great pacing. I think it does a great job of portraying these women's stories, and I think these are really great visuals partnering with their stories as well.
I loved how they highlighted so many different women and so many different kind of aspects that they were working with, and that the animals that they were interacting with. And I thought it was also just really beautiful. The shots that they were getting, the things that they were highlighting showed the love and the passion and the commitment. If the commitment and the passion and the love isn't there, you're I don't think you're gonna get very far. And I really loved that they showcased that really, really well for each of these women, that you could really tell how much joy it brought them and how much they really loved what they do. And I think that that's so valuable, because people that love what they do work harder and fight more. And I feel like that's such a big win.
I like the vast shot composition we get. I think that it does well to show you the scope of the environment, the wildlife, the main subject, and the main subject in comparison to nature. I think that it's beautiful and a powerful contrast.
There is a lot of variation in the different shots. It's all wildlife and nature, from the sky below to the water. I can tell the natives interviewed have a deep-rooted love and connection for their land. Most conservations are being trampled by tourists, but this area in particular seems to be well kept from the general population. The color correction is good, as well as the lighting. I think the music playing in the background and the sounds of the different species of animals is very good. It's a very calming, lovely thing to watch.